Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. All right, true confessions. I've messed up big in my life. Now, don't be shocked because you have too, unless maybe you're a 2-year-old watching this. Actually, we have twin granddaughters that are 2, and they mess up all the time too. They're at that age where they are trying to be potty trained and they think it's hilarious to run around the house and use the bathroom everywhere but the bathroom. But anyway, all of us mess up. It's just the way of it. We do so to the detriment of others. We do so to the detriment of ourselves. We do so to the detriment of society. You know, I often regret that life has no rewind button or no edit feature. As the saying goes, you can't unring a bell. But thankfully, we have a forgiving God who not only forgives us for our mistakes, but continues to actively seek to use us in our life in spite of all of the errors we make. And I'm seeing this fresh in my brain because I'm reading through that Old Testament book of Joshua. And in that book of Joshua, Israel has just come off this stunning victory over Jericho. And having defeated Jericho, just reveling in the thrill of the victory, Joshua and some of his commanders see a nearby township or small village of Ai. It's so small, archaeologists can't even identify where it is with precision today or where it was. But they see this small township and they decide to go grab it at the same time. After all, they're invading the promised land. So they take just a couple thousand troops because it's small and they go there and whoosh! A stunning defeat of Israel. And they're bemoaning, oh God, I thought you were giving us the promised land. Oh God. God says, time out. You went off on your own. I didn't tell you to go take Ai. You went off on your own, and I'm not done with Jericho because Achan and his family stole the booty that was supposed to be set aside for the Lord's temple, the Lord's tabernacle, the Lord's work. They stole it. And you need to go get it and put a stop to the sin. If y'all aren't going to live up to your end of the agreement, you shouldn't expect God to live up to his end. You either go with God or you don't. In other words, Israel had sinned. Not just Achan. Joshua sinned going off and attacking the township without God's direction. So they stop, they deal with the sin, and then you get to this very important verse in Joshua chapter 8, verse 1. God says to Joshua, now, don't fear and don't be dismayed. Take all the fighting men with you. You go up to Ai. Now I've given the people of Ai and their king, their mayor, ruler, whatever, and his land. And so Israel goes and takes them. But I love this. On the heels of a stunning defeat that came about because of horrendous sin, there is the sin dealt with, there is forgiveness, there are consequences. But then God says, now I'm still with you and we've got plans. I've got plans. You're going to fulfill them. You don't need to be afraid. You don't need to be dismayed. You need to walk with me. Now that should encourage all of us in our walk as we mess up in this life. We need to deal with the consequences of our sin. We need to repent. We need to try and make things right. But we can go on in life knowing God still goes before us, telling us don't fear and don't be dismayed. I still love you and I've still got plans for you. And that's why I'm making this your video thought for today.